probably saw this reported. It was somewhat quietly, but out there on the interwebs. Henry Cejudo is looking to go and do a boxing match in Abu Dhabi against a young boxer named Ryan Garcia. Couple of things here just for fun. If you don't know who Ryan Garcia is, and you likely don't, go look him up online. This guy's training videos are actually quite fun to watch. He has a different build than most boxers. He's lean and he's lanky. He's very young. He's somewhat charismatic, and this guy is nasty fast. I mean, super fast. This is all training videos. I've never seen him spar. I've never seen him fight, but he's had a number of fights. I believe he's undefeated. I want to say like 19 wins. Some of those could have been amateur, and I only suggest that for you. In fact, I'm saying 20 wins. Like 19 by knock, something in there. But here's the point. Guy's been very busy. He's a very active guy, and he does have some training footage, and he does have a level of fun. When I call him charismatic, I mean, look, a lot of boxing has to come down to that. Can you be interesting? Can you talk trash? I don't even like the term trash talk, but it's very real in boxing. There's only two hands in boxing. There's only 4 punches that are legal, and there's only 2 places you're allowed to throw them to, right? I mean, you have to add some smoke and mirrors for anybody to care about that sport, and it's still hard. And this is coming from a boxer. This is coming from a guy who loves and believes in boxing, but I'm the same way with amateur wrestling. I love that sport too, but I get it why it's a little bit tough to convince people to watch it. Hold that thought. Is Henry Cejudo forget that he's still under contract with the UFC? I mean, Henry may have this all worked out and just hasn't disclosed this to us, but I have seen guys in the past, and they shall remain unnamed because one of them is a very good friend of mine, who decided at one point he was done and therefore he was going to go and do his own thing. And at some point, the legal department has to get a hold of you and go, hey, you know that contract we have? That's an obligation of not only us to you, but of you to us. So if you'd like to do something, call us up. We happen to operate in these weight classes, and we happen to operate under these rules known as unified. So I only say this to you because Henry might get this signed off on, or Henry might have forgot that he's still got a contract. Just because he walked away from the title doesn't mean he walks away from the organization. I mean, it's a very real thing, and this has been tested before. And Henry has the contacts to go to Abu Dhabi and get a bunch of money to go fight this guy, but he's got Ali. Ali's managing him. You guys will hear things that Ali claims he could pull off. Ali can pull them off. Ali does pull them off. Ali's the one guy who can. But he also does, particularly as it pertains to the Middle East. And if they got a money guy and they think they can do something with this fight, I would tell you they likely have to go somewhere like Abu Dhabi. I don't believe that is going to be a meaningful fight in North America. I'm coming along for the ride because I'm a Henry fan. I'm going to go see what Henry does. So I think that there is something there, and I also do not believe that Henry Cejudo, who's a lot more intelligent than the average fighter, Henry's a very curious guy. I wouldn't imagine that Henry hasn't crossed his T's and dotted his I's for the most part as it pertains to getting a match going in Abu Dhabi against Ryan Garcia under the Queensberry rules. What I would be surprised if Henry has taken this to the legal department at the UFC and got clearance. Do I have a point here? Not necessarily. Do I think it's a fun topic? Yeah, and I think you will too.